if he meditates in the forest, he does not succeed, and he disrobes, he becomes a lay person. We have to give back all the wealth to him. So she became greedy. She didn't want to give back this wealth. So to make sure that she did not pay back, so she gave money to some bad people and asked them to kill his brother. To go to kill the brother monk. So this, the evil person, they took the money and they went to the forest. And they arrived at the forest where this monk was meditating only about sunset. So they said, "Family, we came here to kill you. So, who asked you to kill me?" So they say, the sister-in-law gave them money to kill him. Well, he said, "Well, if you can kill me, you want to kill me, you can kill. But just allow me to meditate for one night, one more night. We cannot allow if you run away at night, we cannot find you anymore. Then we cannot accomplish our task. Well, I will show you that I cannot run away." So he took a very big stone just near him, and he struck his thigh to break the bone of the thigh. Both the bone, he broke it. So he showed them. Now you can see my thigh bones are already broken. I cannot get up anymore. I cannot move anymore. So are you satisfied? Yes, they say they are satisfied. So they slept in some way. So this is his last night. So he keep on meditating. You may ask, with such great pain, breaking your thigh, how can you meditate? So again, if you have strong wish and strong effort, then you can meditate like a supreme effort. So you don't bother about death. I may die. So anyway, he won't be killed in the morning. He will die anyway. So he didn't bother about his pain anymore. Now, as he had been meditating in the forest for quite many days, so he would be able to develop the jhana, mental concentration, mental absorption we call the jhana. And then he also started doing the vipassana, reflecting on this 5 aggregates with respect to their impermanent suffering and non-self. So he just redeveloped the jhana. So when you are very skillful in developing the jhana, you can develop the jhana in one instant. In one instant, you just pay attention to the counter sign, then just reflect on that, you develop the jhana. Once you are in the jhana, you don't have the pain anymore. No pain anymore. So then he came out the jhana and he could see his material arising and dissolving rapidly, and he just keep on doing the vipassana. The whole night, vipassana meditation. So at dawn the next day, he achieved the full wisdom, and he became an arhat, the perfect one. So the highest attainment. So if you have such wish and the effort, you will succeed.
咁咧就第四個四正行入邊咧，就係話令已經生起嘅善法咧，令佢繼續生，令佢增生啦。咁咧教授咧就舉咗個例子咧，就係話當在座咧各位咧都已經對於阿毗達摩咧已經熟悉咗啦，即係學咗一段時間啦，呢啲係善法嚟嘅。咁咧我哋咧應該咧就繼續運用呢個精進力啦，呢個四正勤精進力咧，我哋更加即係繼續學習啦，去聽啦，同埋去讀嘅。咁咧就培養我哋嘅智慧啦、知識啦。咁同埋學本身咧個生亦都係一個善 法當中嘅。咁我哋咧學識即係完全了解掌握阿毗達摩咧，係幫助我哋去過一個係圓滿嘅生活啦、生存啦，同埋咧對於我哋嘅禪修咧，我哋想去走向解脫咧，亦都係好重要嘅。咁同埋咧，我哋通過學習呢個阿毗達摩咧，亦都會學習呢個四聖諦啦。咁大家都知道，如果係想解脫咧，即係一定要去體證呢個四聖諦啦。所以喺禪修上面咧，亦都好重要啦。當我哋培育咗一定嘅定之後咧，我哋修呢個內觀啦，同埋去達到呢個覺悟嘅。咁教授呢個咧就根據呢個四正同咧就舉咗個例子啦。喺佛陀時代咧就有兩兄弟嘅，咁呢個大佬嘅細佬啦，細佬咧就結咗婚啦，娶咗老婆嘅。呢個大佬咧佢聽咗呢個佛法之後咧，就生起好強嘅信啦，就決定出家嘅。咁出家之前咧就將一兩兄弟都幾有錢嘅，咁就將自己所有財產咧俾咗細佬。咁佢咧就去森林入邊咧就去禪修啦。咁大家知道點解去森林啦？因為如果我哋喺屋企附近禪修咧，係有手機啦，屋企人揾我哋有分身啦，係咪先？咁好難去專心去禪修嘅。所以咧，教授咧就講，其實我點解去遠啲啦，去緬甸啊，可以專心咁樣去修嘅。咁話說呢個大哥咧就出咗家之後咧，就專心修行啦。咁咧，但係咧呢個細佬嘅老婆咧，就因為貪心咧，就起咗啲惡念嘅，就覺得即係成日擔心分俾佢嗰啲財產咧，如果呢個大佬還咗俗咧，可能要攞翻嘅喎。咁佢咧就買兇想殺呢個大佬啦。咁當嗰啲職業殺手咧去揾到佢大佬嘅時候咧，咁個大佬咧就喺森林入禪修啦。咁佢知道佢係個弟婦係想殺佢嘅時候咧，咁佢同嗰啲兇手咧就講，即係話，你俾我多一晚嘅時間禪修啊，多一晚得㗎啦。因為咧，我即係我想繼續修多一晚。咁咧，嗰個啲兇手咧就話：你有咩走佬啊？即係呢個森林嚟嘅喎。咁嗰個大佬咧，當時咧出家人咧就話：你相信我啦，如果你唔信我咧，你我可以證明俾你睇嘅。咁跟住咧就搬起一嚿大石咧，就砸斷咗自己嘅腳骨，咁即係完全走唔到啦。咁啲兇手知道咗之後咧，就好啦，咁即係俾你即係收多一晚啦。咁呢個時候咧，呢個出家人咧就運用佢自己嘅精進力啦，同埋佢都以前都收到呢個禪那嘅，咁咧因為好熟練咧。就好快可以入定啦，咁就嗰啲痛咧，即係斷骨嗰啲痛咧，就未響到佢嘅。當佢出咗呢個禪那之後咧，就運用呢個專注力咧去觀察呢個身心嘅當下呢個明法釋法嘅心面啦。咁咧就修呢個內觀啦。咁佢嗰晚咧就證得呢個阿羅漢果嘅。咁教授咧就講咧，話當我哋真係想有咁強嘅欲咧，同埋精進力啦，呢個最殊勝嘅精進力嘅時候咧，我哋咧係可以去到呢個覺悟嘅覺醒嘅。
So we go to the next topic again. So the next topic is 480 padas. So 80 means accomplishment. And pada means foundation. So we call them foundations of accomplishment. And what does this accomplishment mean here? So it means the arising of jhana, mental absorption. When your mind remains absorbed in the meditation subject for 1 hour, 2 hours, up to 1 day, up to 7 days. And then Magna is the path wisdom. And Phala is fruition wisdom. These wisdoms, they realize Nibbana and they make you to become noble persons. So again, to achieve these accomplishments, so you have to develop the 4 foundations of accomplishment. So these four foundations are actually the same as the four dominating factors we have discussed on page 271 at the beginning of today's class. So they are the chanda, the wish or the will, and then the virya is the effort or strong effort, the energy. Chitta is consciousness, and vimansa is the investigating wisdom. So we have to take the chanda, virya, chitta, vimansa that associate with 21 moral minds, because we say they are functioning as components of enlightenment. So they are the mental factors and the consciousness that is connected with 21 moral minds. So that means in our meditation, so these four must be strong so that you can attain enlightenment and become noble persons.
咁咧37部分咧，第3 part 咧就係四神足。咁咧四神足咧，其實咧就同我哋嗰個四真相咧係相四個元素係一樣嘅。咁咧佢咧就係、四神足咧就係欲神足啦、行神足啦、身神足同埋觀神足嘅。因為咧呢四樣嘢咧係好強嘅時候咧，我哋先至可以到達呢、個解脫啦，先至可以去到覺醒嘅。咁呢個神足嘅意思咧，其實佢嘅真正嘅意思咧就係具足咁解。咁呢個具足圓滿啲嘅四樣嘢咧，就係、最緊要嗰四樣嘢，即係我哋頭先啱啱學過嘅就係真相啦，亦即係統領所有心嘅各種功能嘅呢個領導啦，即係四種真相啦。等到佢哋變成具足圓滿嘅時候咧，先至可以去到呢個真正嘅解決。
So we can go to the next topic. We call it 5 indriyas. Indriya means faculties. On page 271, we describe 22 faculties on page 271. So now, from those 22 faculties, now we are mentioning 5 of them, and we call them 5 spiritual powers or 5 spiritual faculties. So we call them faculty because they can control their associated the component, associated consciousness and mental factors. So what are the 5 of them? So Saddhendriya is a combination of Saddha. Saddha means faith or confidence in the Buddha, in the teaching of the Buddha, that is called the Dhamma, and also in the Sangha, and also in the noble training. So if your faith should be very strong, then the Indriya is faculty, then it can serve as you grasp the power in meditation. And virya is energy or effort, and the sattindriya, sati is mindfulness. So it is a moral mental factor. This mindfulness is very important in every daily living and also in meditation. It is the most important thing in meditation. We have to be mindful of meritorious deeds, mindful of good living, mindful of meditation subject. And samadhendriya, samadhi means concentration, mental concentration. So it stands for ekagata chitta. So by developing this concentration, when the mind becomes concentrated, the mind becomes very powerful, and then it can discern all materiality that have no form, no shape, and that cannot be detected by even the latest scientific instruments. But with concentrated mind, you can see that. And Panindriya is wisdom. So this 5 indriyas, because we must be strong in you in undertaking the meditation to attain enlightenment.
根啦。咁呢5根咧，我哋之前學過有22根嘅，咁其中咧，我哋想覺悟咧，咁攞咗呢5樣咧係最重要噶啦。咁5根咧，第一根咧就係個信根啦，就係我哋對佛法真嘅信啦，對自己學嘅方法啦，對自己嘅信心嘅。咁呢個信咧係好重要噶啦。咁佢咧就喺8個廣大善心入邊咧，同埋8個果報廣大果報心啦、為助心啦，同埋呢個係廣大嘅初行心26個入邊咧，呢個信咧都存在嘅。咁呢個係善心所嚟嘅呢個信根啦。咁跟住咧呢個就係呢個精進啦，精進根啦。咁精進根大家都即係頭先都講過啦。咁呢個係好重要嘅，呢個係集心所入邊嘅啦。咁佢咧就係喺我哋即係我哋想成就善法咧，呢個精進係好重要，頭先有講過啦。跟住咧第3個根咧就係叫念根啦，然之後我哋嘅正念啦，我哋嘅覺察力啦。咁呢個正念咧係對於禪修嚟講咧係最重要嘅啦。咁佢咧教授講啦，咁我哋咧其實就要即係經常咧係保持呢個正念啦。咁對我哋嘅日常生活啦，我哋嘅心啦，我哋做緊善事啦，我哋嘅禪修所緣啦，咁呢個念力咧係好重要嘅念根啦。咁第4咧就係呢個係定根啦。定根咧就係我哋所講嘅一境心呢個心所嘅另外一個名詞嘅。因為我哋有呢個定咧，有呢個定根咧，我哋先至可以去培育呢個心，先至有咁樣嘅能力咧去分辨咧，連科學家都分辨唔到嘅呢個最細微嘅元素嘅。我哋嘅心係可以察覺到嘅，因為有呢個正定啦。咁第5咧就係呢個慧根啦。咁呢個慧根咧，亦就係導致我哋明白四聖體嘅呢個智慧。
We can go to the next group again. The 5 balas, we call the 5 powers. So the essential elements of these 5 powers are the same as those of the 5 vikarmis. So that means the 5 powers are again sattva, faith or confidence in the Buddha, the Dhamma and the Sangha. Virya is energy or effort, and speed is mindfulness, samadhi is mental concentration, and panya is wisdom. So these 5, all of them, they are mental factors. So these mental factors, they have 2 distinct properties each. One is the ability to control the mind, as well as their associates. Their associated consciousness and the mental factors. And they also have the ability to be found and unshakable by the opposing force. And you should know what is the opposing force actually, that you have to fight against. So we'll describe it later. Let's see that translate first.
咁跟住另外題目咧就係5力啦。咁呢個5力咧嗰個內容咧好似同5根一樣嘅，就係咧呢個順力啦、精進力啦、念力啦、定力啦同埋慧力啦。咁佢同嗰個5根有咩唔同咧？咁可以講咧5力嘅內容咧，佢除咗包含咗5根咧，5根嘅意思咧，即係佢可以去管理啦，或者去有咁樣嘅能力咧，去控制心同埋相應嘅心所啦。除此之外咧，呢個5力佢仲有一個特別嘅獨特嘅性質咧，就係話咧，佢咧係好強有力嘅，佢係唔動搖嘅。就算咧反對嘅力量係幾大咧，佢都唔會動搖佢嘅。佢咁樣先至稱為5力嘅。
can also go back to page 260.
去到第
So in this chapter, and when we describe the immoral categories, so we describe the 6 nivaranas, the 6 nivaranas. So on page 260, you please go back backward to page 260. Oh, now look at it. So these are your enemies, your closest enemies. So you should be aware of these enemies. So what are they? We call them nivarana, means hindrances or obstacles that block you, that prevent you not to develop good thoughts, good minds, and good deeds, and not to attain the jhana and metta, so that you will be born again and again, especially in the woeful state. In the woeful state, you will be born again and again. So we all become human beings because of the good karma that we have done in the past, condition us to attain the human life. But we also have many bad karmas in us. So if we attain the human existence, and in this human existence, the Buddha said we have attained very, very good human existence. Because the Buddha said there are 5 things very difficult, most difficult to attain. The one is to come across the teaching of the Buddha. So the Buddha very rarely appeared in the world. Now the teachings of the Buddha are still intact. And now you have the chance to learn Abhidhamma, the important teaching of the Buddha. And then to attain the human existence is very, very difficult. So if you can see your past existences, you will see that most of your past existences are in the woeful state. In the woeful state, you are coming to the human existence just as like a picnic, taking a picnic or excursion. So again you enjoy sense pleasure, then go back to the woeful state again when you die. So now in the third one, the Buddha said, to attain the faith and confidence in the triple gem, the Buddha, the Dhamma, the Sangha, they are the noblest objects of veneration. Really the noblest. So just if you take the faith and confidence in them, and you worship this, the Buddha, the Dhamma, the Sangha, and now in our early prayers we take 3-4 retreats, we say. So just taking 3-4 retreats can guarantee you not to be reborn in the wrong state. So very, very noble. So it's most important to develop faith and confidence in the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha. If your faith is very strong, then you will do meditatively. You will do meditation by whatever it is, however difficult it is, you will do. So and then the fourth is to attain the manhood, to become a bhikkhu and a bhikkhuni. So now some men, they can still become a bhikkhu, they can become a bhikkhu. And then the fifth one is to listen to the teachings of the Buddha. Very difficult. Very difficult. Only when the Buddha appears and you become human and you have faith and confidence in the Buddha, and also there are learned people who can teach you the teaching of the Buddha, only then you have the chance to learn. So just imagine to listen to Dr. Mon coming far away from Yangon, from far away. So to teach you now here. So when I come here, says it's very difficult for me to come. So I even would like to teach before we are not putting the for the second part. So you attain all these in this life. That means you have the best life. The best life. So when we understand the teaching of the Buddha, and then if we can undertake meditation, so there are teachers who can guide you. So all this meditation as taught by the Buddha himself. So if you can exert the effort, then you can become enlightened. You will attain the best attainment in this life. So now our enemies. So we say the worst one is Kama Chanda. What Chanda is the wish or will, desire. Karma in the sense. So desire for sense objects. So you desire for sense pleasure, good food, good living, good entertainment, all these things. So you don't know, they are just eluding you, elusive. They are deluding you, making you happy with this. Actually, you are not really happy with them because they are the hottest wines, the Buddha said. Not just like falling in love. We think, it's the happiest event in life. Fall in love with your beloved one. But when you are separated, then the greatest pain arises in you. And many people committed suicide. Even nowadays, many committed suicide because of broken love affairs. So there is sense desire, the worst enemy. The second one is Javada, is the ill will, that is anger, hatred. Just be careful. It is the most destructive enemy. Before it destroys others, it destroys you. So when people they committed suicide, so because of this Javada, they don't know by committing suicide, like the English saying say, from the frying pan into the fire. Those crabs, when they are frying in a hot pan, so they are so hot, they jump into the fire, so they burn, so they get worse. The same thing, when they committed suicide, so they died miserably. And most probably they will be born in hell, or as Bobo goes. So they have to suffer more in the next life. They don't know about it. They think, they cannot bear the pain, mental pain. So just to stop this pain. So the way they think is just to commit suicide. Just like in the recent economic depression, many billionaires committed suicide. So because when the stock and share, the price went down, they lost billions of dollars overnight. So the pain, when you are attached to the dollars, so when you lost them, then you get great pain. So they committed suicide. So this is Javada. And 3 is China Meta, sloth and torpor. That makes you lazy, idle, inactive. Don't want to do any meditation deeds. Don't want to do the meditation. Even if you do it, you are not your head very soon. So you're just sleepy. You cannot develop. You want to stop already, but you get. So they are just blocking you, not to attain the enlightenment. And Uddhaja is restlessness. Kukuja is remorse or brooding. And Vichikicha is acceptable doubt in the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha, and also in the training. And Avijja is ignorance. So that makes your mind blind, and you have the wrong vision, the wrong illusion about the world, and you think that sense pleasure really enjoyable. So these are your enemies. If you cannot fight against them, so you will not enjoy, you will not live real family, and you are going to the woeful state when you die.
咁咧，我哋講五力咧，咁五力有即係頭先講佢因為好強咧，佢對抗 嗰啲法嗰啲相反嘅嗰啲力啦。咁佢相反嘅力係乜嘢嘢咧？即係不善法啦。咁教授咧就教我哋温翻我哋以前學過咧260頁啦。260頁入邊咧就講有6種呢個障礙啦，或者蓋啦。咁呢6種反作用咧，即係負面嘅嘢咧，即係障礙我哋去覺醒啊，即係離苦嘅嘢咧。第一種咧就係呢個欲貪啦，欲就係對於感官欲望嘅貪着啦。咁大家都知道啦，呢個貪即係貪着睇好嘅嘢啊、聽好嘅嘢啊、聞好嘅嘢、食好嘅嘢啊等等嘅。咁第二咧就係呢個咁欲貪入邊咧，即係譬如教授頭先舉個例子咧，就係當我哋即係中意一個人嗰陣時咧，咁係呢個係欲貪啦。咁個心咧會狂喜啦，好開心啦，世界上最開心嘅人。但係當咧同呢個自己嘅愛人分開嘅時候咧，咁就掉入去呢個最痛苦嘅時候啦，或者即係嗰個苦咧，個心嗰個苦咧，或者嗰個唔中意咧，可能好強嘅。乃至咧，如果有人失戀嘅時候咧，咁咧佢咧親心唔中意個苦，唔肯接受咧，就會自殺添。咁呢個親心咧亦都係第二個蓋啦。咁教授頭先舉例就係話咧，如果自殺嘅話咧，因為你太痛苦想自殺，痛苦到咧就好似喺鐵板燒上，但係自殺咧就唔會幫你減輕痛苦嘅，就好似由鐵板燒嗰度咧跳落火坑咁樣，即係只有更加苦嗰個心。咁世界上都有錢人啦，咁佢哋有抑鬱啊，或者唔開心啊，咁都會自殺嘅。咁自殺只係輪迴去投生喺惡道啦，咁只有更加受更加多嘅苦嘅。咁第三個呢個負面嘅力量咧，就係呢個 Tinamita 啦，就係呢個懶惰啦、昏沉啦、懶即係唔想喐啊，淨係即係對做善事啊樣嘢都即係唔想去做啊，又唔想去聽經，又唔想去禪修啊，即係乜嘢都唔想做啦，因為喺度笑啦。咁唔怕我哋再坐啦。咁咧就咁呢個懶惰咧，亦都係令到我哋去唔會培養善法嘅一個障礙啦。第四咧就係呢個掉悔啦，我哋嘅心就煩躁不安啦，同埋追悔啦，就係呢個第四個啦。第五個就係疑啦，對佛陀嘅疑啦。咁第六咧就係呢個無明啦，無明咧就係對我哋貪著嘅嘢咧，其實睇唔到佢嘅實相嘅，咁所以咧就有呢個愚痴咧同埋無明嘅。咁教授咧就講咧，其實咧我哋咧要知道咧，我哋懶惰啊等等咧，其實我哋係好蠢嘅，因為咧佛陀講咧有5樣嘢咧係最難可貴、好難得嘅。咁有邊5樣嘢咧？就第一咧投生咧喺佛法存在嘅時候啦，即係我哋而家啦，佛法仲存在啦。第二咧就係咧，我哋投生為人啦，咁我哋咧其實投生為人係好難嘅，因為我哋過去先都做過好多惡業啦、殺生啊等等啦。咁我哋教授頭先舉例就係話，我哋投生做人咧，就係即係好似大部分時間喺苦道，咁耐唔耐上嚟做一次人咧，就好似去一個野餐咁短嘅啫，即係上嚟玩下咁樣，咁可能係落翻去嘅。如果唔善加利用呢個機會嘅。咁第三咧就係我哋咧係對佛法真係有信心嘅，呢個亦都好難，因為大把人係冇信心啦。雖然佛法在嘅時候，第四咧就係喺佛法在嘅時候咧，可以做一個出家人嘅，咁呢個亦都係好難可貴嘅。第五咧就係我哋咧係有佛法咧，而又可以聽佛法，咁呢個咧係最難啦，因為咧我哋都知道好多人咧係大把地方可以聽，但係佢哋唔會聽，唔會做嘅，唔會去修嘅。咁教授頭先舉個例子就係話，大家諗下聽佛法香港好多聽啦，咁聽一個有陽光到遠嚟嘅，咁樣同我哋講阿彌達係咪仲難咧？咁所以呢個機會
So those 5 powers and the 5 free qualities, so they are our power and our weapons to fight against the enemies. So when we fight against the enemies, our forces should be in uniform. So especially we say in practice, Sattva, this faith and confidence, and Panya, wisdom, should balance each other. So when we say should balance each other, some people they have a very strong faith in the Buddha, the Dhamma, but they also have easily believe in other person. When they say, some people say, oh, the teacher is very good, he will teach meditation very well, so they would just believe, whether without understanding whether that person can teach correctly or not. And some people, they have very weak faith and quite strong wisdom, intelligent. So they have doubt about the teaching of the Buddha, and they just keep on asking questions, investigating whether this is correct or not. So in meditation, if you are having doubt, you will never advance in your meditation. So they should be balanced each other, and they should balance each other, and both of them should be strong. If they are very weak, both of them are very weak, you will never succeed. And then also, virya, effort, should balance with concentration, samadhi. So some people, their effort is very strong, but concentration is weak. Then their mind becomes restless. Because virya, effort is a companion of the restlessness. Makes the mind restless, so again you cannot meditate. And then again, some people, their effort is weak, and their concentration is quite strong. Then as concentration is a companion of sloth and torpor, they become drowsy, sleepy, and cannot develop wisdom. So they should be balanced, and again both of them should be very strong. Should be very strong. Like virya, the Buddha said, you must develop the right effort, not just like the supreme effort we have discussed. And then samadhi, concentration, you must develop the right concentration, the Buddha said. So the right concentration, the Buddha said, is the concentration that associates with the whole Rupavaya jhana. So if you terminate the jhana, so you are quite far away from becoming enlightened. Okay. And then they say sati, mindfulness, need not be balanced by any factor. So the more state, the stronger the state, the mindfulness, the better. And again, in the Eightfold Noble Path, the Buddha said, you must develop this state into the right mindfulness. The right mindfulness. The right mindfulness is described by 4 foundations of the meditation, whether we call the 4 Mahasatipatthana, the Satipatthana, foundations of mindfulness.
咁咧，我哋講呢個5力咧，咁係需要平衡嘅。咁首先咧，我哋嘅順力咧同埋慧力咧係需要平衡嘅。因為咧個順係好強嘅時候咧，咁呢個人咧可能咧就好容易去做好多善事嘅，但係咧亦都好容易盲順嘅。譬如有啲人話呢個老師好啊，佢跟呢個師傅，但係佢自己咧就唔會去觀察去先至去分辨去思維嘅，就已經去順咗接受啦。咁但係咧，如果一個智慧偏強咧嘅人咧，佢咧就乜嘢都要問測，即係好多問題啊，成日都要研究啊，咁先至接受啊，咁咧就好難去建立呢個專注力嘅，因為太多思維啦。咁所以咧呢個順同埋呢個慧咧係兩個咧都要平衡啦。咁教授亦都講得，當一個人咧佢個慧強咧，但係佢亦都會有疑嘅懷疑啦，令到佢去繼續去調查啦。因為疑強嘅時候咧，就禪修咧都唔容易嘅。咁另 另外一批咧五力當中咧就係呢個精進力啦，同埋定力咧都需要平衡嘅。過強嘅精進力咧，令到呢個人咧可能係掉舉啦，即係心係又不安啦，定唔到落嚟啦。但係定又太強，夠精進力咧，呢個人咧係容易係分層嘅。咁所以呢兩個咧都要去平衡啦。咁五力當中咧，唯獨係練力咧係唔需要平衡嘅，即係多益善嘅。而呢個練力咧係靠呢個四念住，培養呢個三識嘅差能而建立起來嘅。
We go to the next topic again. There is 7 Bujjingas. So Bujjingas, so means, so it is a term derived from Bodhibhanga. So Bodhi means enlightenment or path wisdom, the path wisdom. Anga means constituent of factors. So Bujjinga means constituents of enlightenment or factors of wisdom. So if you can develop these 7 constituents of the enlightenment, to become fully developed, you become enlightened. You obtain the path wisdom. So among these 7, actually we have already seen the sati, we say it should be developed up to the right mindfulness. And Dhamma Vicaya, the wisdom is the same as the right understanding. That is the first factor in the Eightfold Noble Path. The right understanding, the wisdom should be developed like that. And virya, energy or effort should be developed up to the right the effort. And then also samadhi, concentration, should be developed up to the right concentration. So these 4, actually, they are also present in the Eightfold Noble Path. Now what is new here is this 3, piti, rapture or joy, passaddhi, tranquility of the mind, comprising the citta and the seeker. So in the mental factors, we have 2 kinds of passaddhi. Citta passaddhi is tranquility of consciousness, and the kaya passaddhi is tranquility of the mental factors. And then upika is the equanimity, and we also call it mental balance. So it refers to this tatra machatata, so equanimity. So you attain mental balance or equanimity when all your mental components, consciousness, mental factors, are walking in unison, walking together harmoniously in unison, then you attain this goal. So that means to develop the path wisdom, you must also develop piti and joy. This piti, rapture and joy. And actually in meditation, you are developing this piti as well, because piti is also among the 5 jhana factors. So we say when you are meditating, you are developing moral minds, accompanied by all the 5 jhana factors, which contain piti, the joy, and sukha, bliss or happiness. So they become stronger and stronger. So when you attain the jhana, so the piti sukha is very, very strong. Very strong, and we say you enjoy the highest mundane happiness when you attain the jhana. So you have to develop up to that state, to the jhana state. And then when piti is strong, it gives rise to passaddhi, tranquility. And tranquility in turn will give rise to sukha. Sukha, that is the bliss or happiness. It will give rise to sukha, happiness and bliss. And sukha in turn will give rise to samadhi. So they are connected, all these. So they should be developed together. And of course, you attain the equanimity. When you can develop no hate, no attachment to matter, materiality, can see them arising and dissolving very, very affecting anicca, dukkha, anatta, repeatedly. And finally, when you can develop equanimity, then you don't have any attachment, any craving to this body and mind, mentally, materially. And you don't develop any hatred about them, because you know they are just natural entities arising and dissolving naturally. So they are rising according to the natural laws. We cannot stop them. So then you attain the equanimity. Then you can develop these 7 factors. So you attain the path wisdom, and then you become noble person.
咁咧，我哋跟住嘅題目咧就係7覺知。咁呢個覺知咧就係我哋覺醒入邊咧所包含嘅7個元素啦、7個心所啦。咁第一個咧就係其實我哋之前都學過嘅，其中第一個咧就係念覺知啦。咁念咧就我哋都講過啦，正念啦，我哋正念住都有講過啦。